I've known Franz, I guess, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I mean, he'd been over at immigration for a lot longer than I had direct dealings with him. No, I think Franz will do a tremendous job. I have a lot of confidence in him. And I was happy to see him complete his legal training some years ago, and even happier that he took up my invitation to come back to public service after he had done so. I asked him if he'd come back for 5 years, I'd be happy. He's stayed more than that, and I hope he stays a lot longer.
Being the next Deputy Governor has afforded me the opportunity to put in place a number of new plans, new initiatives, or things that I would like to achieve for the public service. One of the things is that I want us to be a high-achieving organization, one that is respected, organization that looks after the welfare of its staff, but also an organization that demands high customer service.
I take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Manderson again, although I have done that on a personal basis. Also to his appointment as Deputy Governor. I'm sure that he will do an exceedingly great job in that capacity. There is nothing more gratifying than seeing someone whom you have worked with and who, to a certain extent, you have helped to hone their particular skills, to see them assume positions of leadership within the government. I think also what is more important is the fact that he has come up through the ranks. So he has been able to identify with those persons who are in clerical officers' position, because he has started, from being a trainee in the immigration department, moving straight up the ladder. So that wide range of experience that he brings to the table gives him a better perspective of what is happening, and certainly puts his hand on the pulse in terms of what some of the possible solutions will be.
I've worked with Franz for quite a while now, actually. Initially we were involved in Civil Service Association at one point. I've respected Mr. Manderson because of his knowledge, his wealth of experience, and his integrity. He has been a resource for me as a chief immigration officer, as a new chief immigration officer, and I've relied on him heavily on allowing me to move into this role and hopefully be as successful as he has been in his past. I think he'll do an excellent job as Deputy Governor. He's quite a young man, so he has a long career ahead of him as a Deputy Governor. He's quite respected by all, and I'm sure that Mr. Manderson, I find him to be one that, he's respectful of where a person's expertise is, and would listen to staff, to heads, departments, ministers, whoever the case may be, in terms of getting feedback and using that feedback to make the best decisions for the service or whether. And I think he'll do an excellent job.
For too long, the civil service has had a reputation of not providing excellent customer service. That will change under my leadership, and with the cooperation that I will get from chief officers and the rest of the staff in the service. We need to think about not just meeting customer expectations, but exceeding customer expectations. I've been in the service for a very long time. I've been over 30 years, so I understand what it takes to be a good civil servant. I have an open door policy. I certainly want to be a visible leader. I want to get to know all the civil servants, visit with them, work with them to engage, and engage with them so that we can build a good and effective civil service.